actually have Ninja Sprite for you today. That's a new one. Alistair the Invoker is back with Imseti and friends. Wow, Upsetty Spaghetti. And it looks like we have some Pendulum editions along with some other interesting developments for you today as well. Make sure you guys smash the living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. So this is the result of the OCG taking a Sprite package, merging it with ninjas, and they decided that they wanted to bring some crawlers to the party as well. Honestly, this is kind of a unique take on the deck because not only are you basically getting the ability to be able to use, Crawler Soma out here to be able to bring out, more of our friends, because we let's be honest here, we already know how crazy it is to be able just to bring out 2 free level 2s for a central combo, and then you're kind of able to gas to the floor, comboing through things, and then of course, now you're able to see the Mitsu negate. Basically, you're getting the best of all 3 worlds out here. The consistency of the Sprite package for the floatability, the insect package to ensure that we can get some level 2s onto the field relatively safely, and then the ninja package is giving you a strong backbone of some very powerful negates. Also, I mean, we've recently heard how crazy the Ninja Shadow Mosquito actually is. If your opponent doesn't actually have an out from this card, you're probably going to go into a game-winning position just being able to resolve this. Other little things to kind of note for this, you still are basically bringing in the same little ninja packages that you have found yourself playing in the past, which gives the deck the nice little consistency that it needs. You're also on 2 Dancing Leaves and 1 copy of Duplication. I feel like at this point that's pretty standard for what you're trying to do with ninjas, but outside of that, I like what we're doing here. I think that the deck is by far probably something a little bit more innovative out here, and it's also kind of cool to see that we're not playing the perfectly ultimate insect fusion out here, because, I mean, that's been something that's been floating around in a lot of these builds for a little while. So to see that we've kind of come full circle away from that is kind of nice. So, interesting to see so far. Now we're brought back to the days of old here with Alistair the Invoker. Yes, I know, it is so crazy that in 2023, Alistair the Invoker has been something that we have seen Duelist kind of bringing to the table here, just as, a generic negate. Also, I mean, being able to still have access to the Alistair toolbox can get you some interesting results. Now, you do notice here that we are playing a Horus package in here, and you got a couple things that you're going to be able to do with this. You're able to access Giant Trainer for the draw power, which is good, or you're actually able to access the Garunix Eternity here, which gives you the ability to wipe all monsters on the field, which actually gives you a fire monster technically too. And in addition, detach 1, target a spawn trap on the field, destroy it, and if this is destroyed, you can special summon a Fire King monster from graveyard up to the number, blah blah blah. We don't really care about that, but I mean, your rank 8 toolbox giving you some very interesting little toolboxing options that this deck necessarily didn't have. So basically, you're just kind of rolling your face across the keyboard, and then you can roll Imseti, and then your opponent's Upsetty. Alright? Now, there's not a lot else to kind of talk about with this deck. I love the ideas that it's trying to bring to the table, and it's definitely, I would have to say, a lot more unique in terms of the way that it's choosing to play the game right now. The Horus package is kind of proving that, these discard outlets tend to be a lot more insane than I think people kind of take them for. Next up here, we have the power of the Pendulums. Now, what's kind of been interesting about this is not a lot of people have really been exploring the Supreme King Gate stuff. I love what the Supreme King Gate stuff wants to do in these decks, but for whatever reason, it just kind of falls off. And I mean, the OCG still has Electromite, which means all of your combo lines are going to feel even crazier. The other interesting thing is this build's not taking advantage of the backbone that is the Starving Venom Fusion Dragon, the Supreme King version for contact. But I mean, you don't have a lot of dark monsters to kind of do that with. So basically, I see we're playing the Chaos Emperor Pendulum in here, which is kind of cool. Feels like we're doing Zark lines. We can make the Odd Eyes Rebellion if we need to. Of course, Absolute Dragon and To the Vortex. You kind of just decide which combo lines you want to go down here. Honestly, this might feel like a little bit much, but the OCG, yeah, they still have a limitation on Darkworm. The fact that they still have this limited to 2, for whatever reason, is just super hilarious. And of course, I mean, the OCG still has triple Chaos Base. Must be nice, right? Getting a chance to play one of the most abusive cards in the entire game, and I see that they still love doing the Dragon Shrine, dump ye old Darkworm, and then go ahead and toggle on up. I mean, technically you can stop by this too, if you really need to. Okay, what else we got going on back here? Fire Kings. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. The TCG will be getting Fire Kings in December. This deck is a lot crazier than I think people want to give it credit for. Also, this has got an Evil Sword base to it as well. And let's be honest here. Like, who in the world thought about playing this? I mean, Mr. Leos here, on normal or special, you can set an Evolutionary Bridge or an Evo Singularity from your deck. During your main phase, if you control this card that was normal summon or special summon by the effect of a fire monster, you can send a Fire Reptile or a Dinosaur from your deck to the graveyard, and then you can make 2 monsters on the field become the same level. Well, we also have the Mecha Grellia over here. You can tribute 1 reptile monster, and then discard 1 card, special summon level 6 or lower Fire Dinosaur from your deck. So, what's happening here if we bring it out Leos here? Well, you're getting the ability to set that Evil Singularity here, which lets you target an Evil Tile monster and an Evil Zor monster in your graveyard, and you can special summon a Evil Zor Exceed monster from your extra deck. Yeah, I know that this is a lot, but, you know, it's kind of cute for what they're attempting to do here, at least in terms of the little idea for this. Hello, Lars. Hello, Solda. How are you guys? Outside of that, I mean, you're still doing... The rest of the deck is using the basic Fire King Destruction package to basically control your opponent out. I mean, it's why you see the Diabellstar package here, making sure that you can climb up all those little crazy lines and then start setting up the power lines that you need to for this. I also love the fact that this deck gets to play Super Poly as well. I see that we are citing the 1 Ash down here as well. Hey, man, for your level 1 ad for a fire monster, absolutely. Additional ways to get to this good card. I'll take them every single time. What else we got cooking back here? Oh, we have Eldritch Scareclaw? What? Okay, well, this is definitely one of the more unique ideas that I feel like I've had the chance to see out here at this point in time. Because you mean to tell me that we are using this package to make Lightheart, and then you are basically, we're attempting to make this on the subline? Is that what I'm seeing, or are we just making Vicious a Stroud here? Well, either way, I see we also have the Sinful Spoils package in here as well. So we're just using the Diabellstar to toggle up into Selene. This is interesting. You're doing a lot of different methods of madness here. I assume that we're just attempting to get into Silvera here as, you know, an additional negate to kind of make sure that our game plan is able to kind of stick around, because that's kind of what this feels like here. Outside of that, I guess it is kind of cool to see that somebody decided that Eldritch was the deck that they wanted to kind of bring to the table out here and see if it was able to work. Because, let's be honest at this point in time, Eldritch has been a pretty big struggle. Like, this deck does not have a lot of fun going for it anymore, especially, you know, with skill drain literally being reduced off of the face of the map. So, you know, you kind of have to find new ways to kind of innovate this deck and have it work out. But overall, not too bad. I like this. And our last list here is, Golden Sword. Tier Elements, Imseti. Okay, so this is kind of what I expected to see. Well, minus the Golden Sword Soul here. Basically what we're doing here is you're playing a very, very small Horus package with what remains of Tier Elements out here to kind of set up some relatively large monsters, kind of do your thing. And of course, I mean, the Zombie Vampire is the only real big miller that the OCG really has remaining out here. You know, yeah, it is a mill 4 for both players, but, you know, considering how much this deck has been reduced, they are trying to find new ways out here to definitely get the advantage that they once had. You know, it's amazing. A mill 4 is nowhere near as crazy as a mill 10. Oh wait, no, it was mill 5. Sorry. But overall, interesting little combo ideas and things they're still doing. I mean, when you still have access to some of the most interestingly powerful utility assets down here, tier has definitely been a big major pain. So that is everything that we have for you today. What do you guys think? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. See your beautiful faces back here later in the day, guys. Peace out.
Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.